Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing the first part in my March book haul. I know it's actually pretty far into April, but the end of my March I was super sick and I had a stomach virus for a while and I was really busy and I had spring break and all sorts of things, so I didn't get to put up many videos in the month of March, so I am kind of late getting these up, but I gathered like 35 plus books in the month of March, and I filmed this video already with all of them, and it ended up being like 20 minutes long, and I know some of you wouldn't mind watching a 20-minute long video, but I'm a little too ADD for that, and I can't pay attention to someone for that long, so I'm going to break it up into smaller parts so that you don't have to pay attention as long. Yeah, so the first 3 books that I got for my birthday. They were actually gifted to me on my birthday, for my birthday, not on my birthday, but like for my birthday. And the first one was from my grandma, and it was Divergent by Veronica Roth. And I don't have the physical copy, even though I got it, because I'm lending it out to someone because it's such a popular book right now. Although I've already read it. I read it last summer. If you don't know, somehow you don't know what it's about, it's a dystopian world where if your brain is different from everyone else's, you are like bad news bears. And our main character, Triss, her brain is different from everyone else. It's divergent, and that's bad. It's really bad. So the whole book just kind of follows her discovering this part of her mind and fighting against it and fighting against everyone else that's fighting against her because of her brain, and it's just a really, really good book, and also a pretty good movie. I went and saw it yesterday. The second book I also got from my grandma, and that is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, and this book is a classic, and it's just like it's like a satire, I guess, and it's just about a utopian future. It's quite similar to 1984 by George Orwell. And I haven't read it yet, but my grandma said she read it in school and loved it and really wanted to hear my opinions on it. And I think this cover is just so pretty. I think the cover is pretty, I think the spine is pretty, and I even think the backside is pretty. So I think the pretty cover will motivate me to read this pretty soon. Plus, it's been quite a while since I've read a classic, so... And the final book that was actually gifted to me was from a friend, and it is The Fiery Heart by Rochelle Mead, and this is the 4th book in the Bloodlines series, which is a spin-off series of the Vampire Academy series. I can't tell you what this one's about because it may spoil something that happens in the first 3 books in this series or even in the Vampire Academy series, and I don't want to do that to anyone, so I'll just let you look at it. Okay. Yep, that's it. I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited to read it because I've been waiting for a very, very long time to get it. I just wouldn't buy it for myself because I never buy books when they first come out. I wait until I can find them for under $5, which normally takes several years. But this, I didn't have to buy this, so it's all good. The next 5 books that I'm going to show you, I purchased at Goodwill while I was on my spring break. I happened to stop in a Goodwill, and they had a pretty good selection of books for sale, and so I got all of these for 50 cents, and I'm pretty excited about some of them. The first one I got is the Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown, and this one is an adult book, I believe, and it's about this code that has been discovered. Well, the code isn't discovered, but people find out that there's been a code left behind in the works of Leonardo da Vinci. And so everyone's running around like hooligans trying to find out the code. It's like the Amazing Race. They're all trying to find out what this code is and unveil the truth that Leo has left in this world. So, I think it sounds pretty fascinating. Am I the only one who, for some reason, just thinks that these eyes are William Shakespeare's? I just feel like that looks like William Shakespeare, and every single time I pick up this book, I'm convinced that it's about William Shakespeare. So that's really confusing. Whatever. The next book I got is The Reversal by Michael Conley, and this is the 3rd book in the Lincoln Lawyer series. I have the first book. I don't have the second one. I haven't even read the first one, but I saw this and knew that I had the first one, so I figured why not go ahead and get it. And if you don't know, this series is about a lawyer named Mikey Holler, and he is a defense attorney, I believe. But in this book, it's called The Reversal because he becomes a prosecutor for this like one specific case. But then it ends up being a lot more dangerous than he expected it to be, I think is what I picked up from it. So I'm excited to get the second and fourth one and just like go through all of the books because they sound like really good books. But I'm going to wait for a time that I don't have, or that I'm like needing my fix of crime drama. Because right now Law & Order SVU is on, so it's all good. I've got my fix. But when it goes off, I'll probably start reading these. The next book I got is Stormbreaker by Anthony Horowitz, and this is the first book in the Alex Rider series, and I've read the whole series, but I really want to reread it, and so I'm trying to collect all of the books. This one doesn't match my other covers, but then again, none of my covers match. Not a single cover matches any of the others. I didn't know one series could have so many different covers, but it does. This one is about Alex Rider, obviously, and his uncle Ian has just been killed, and they say it's in a car accident, but he's suspicious, and he finds out that his uncle was actually an undercover agent for MI6 in London, and MI6 is cruel, and they recruit Alex also to be a teenage spy, and they send him in to complete the mission that his uncle was killed doing. So, yeah, kind of intense. The next one I got is I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Lore, and this is the first book in the Lorien Legacies, and I've read the first 4. I haven't read The Fall of 5, which is the most recent one, but I do want to own all of them also because I really enjoy the series. And I was very excited to find a cover that didn't have Alex Pettyfer on it. I mean, Alex Pettyfer is a super babe, don't get me wrong, but I wanted the cover that matched my copy of The Power of 6. Ironically, let me throw my books across the room. Stormbreaker also has a movie, and Alex Pettyfer is the main character in it also. He plays Alex Rider. But he plays 4 in this book. And basically this is about 2 groups of aliens, and one of the groups is after the other group, but they have to kill the other group in order, and they've already killed 1, 2, and 3, and the main character in this book is number 4, and so those aliens are like out to get him. He's got to fight for his life, so yeah. The final book that I have is Marley and Me by John Grogan, and it doesn't have a dust jacket, but that's okay because look at the inside cover. It's got little pictures of Marley. I haven't seen this movie, though I bought the movie at the same time that I bought the book. All I know is that it's about the little dog Marley and that it has a really sad ending. So I probably won't read this super soon due to the fact that I don't want to read a sad book right now. Alright, so I don't know how I managed to make this video as long as it is with only 8 or 9 books. But it's shorter than it would have been with all of mine. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!